Good day, everybody. Alright, so anyways, this is number 1. Actually, it's like number 25 million. So anyways, hope everybody had a good weekend. Booyaka! And everything is awesome. So anyways, so I have this buddy Sebi. Sebi is like, he took on this big project, paint a house. And so anyways, so he's like painting this house. And it was like his baby. He like absolutely loved it. And he was just like, oh man, painting this house is the bomb, really enjoying it. And slowly, painting this house became a nightmare. Yeah, painting this house became like a nightmare. So, I was sitting on the floor today. I was cooking. And I was thinking, like sometimes the things we love become, or our babies become our nightmares. Like the things we love become our nightmares. And, and it was just like, and that's the thing, right? It's like you form an attachment to a thing, or you form an attachment to a person, right? And you start to develop this relationship with this thing or this person, and you start it slowly, and you don't even know you're doing it, but you start to depend on this thing to make you happy, or you start to slowly depend on this person to make you happy, and you're completely unaware of it. Because you're just so used to spending time with this person. You're so used to spending time doing this thing. And it becomes habit and it becomes routine. And you're like, oh, when I spend time with this person, I'm really happy. Or when I spend time doing this thing, I'm really happy. But it slowly makes you, it slowly starts to affect you in a negative way, because you become dependent on it to make you happy. So sometimes it keeps you up at night. Sometimes it makes you upset. You start to suffer and become depressed because of it. So the best way to combat that is to not depend on anything to make you happy, and not depend on anyone to make you happy, right? And don't take on too much, right? Try to live a simple life. Simple life. Of course, things are still going to arise. You're still going to, things that you don't think should happen are going to happen. People are going to expect and want things from you. But it's important to keep your life as simple as possible. And try to find happiness on your own in solitude. By doing things that you really love doing. And being in the present moment. And just trying to shut off thought, and just appreciating what is in front of you, and accepting everything around you. Just accepting your situation. Of course, if you have a bad life, you can make choices, or you could find ways to change that. And that's like a big thing for most people. They make really bad choices. It's huge. But by being present, you start to make much better choices. Right now I'm looking at a cloud and the sun. I'm completely present, and it's just, you start to feel better. You start to need less. no longer want to become anything or want to become more of anything. You're just satisfied with just being, and you just become happy, and it's just because, by being in the present moment, you're just, everything, you realize, no longer need things, and life becomes very simple. Everybody's looking for a purpose. What's my purpose in life? What's my purpose in life? The other day, I was having like a day where I was just like, I was like really happy. And I was sitting on my floor, and everything was fine. I think it was cutting broccoli or something. Broccoli cuts, yeah. And then I thought about people, thinking like, oh, you have to become this, you have to become that, you have to do all these things. And then I thought about like conditioning, and I think my sister maybe, and how I was raised, all this stuff. And then I said, my only purpose in life is to be present. My only purpose in life is to be in the present moment, and all things will flow out of that. All things will come out of that. One of the biggest problems people have is they had children at way too young of an age before they were ready for having children. And now they're trapped in a life where they need to freaking work constantly, which does not allow them to be simple.